Seems like forever since we played. You know, we've had some good practices this week. I think our kids are focused and looking forward to a challenge on Saturday in Nashville, and had another good day today. I like the demeanor of our kids right now.
When you have these extra practices, do you find yourself doing almost too much, or kind of outthinking yourself, if you will?
We battle that every week, to be candid. You know, you're always steadily, it seems like every morning I come in and say, all right, what can we get out? You know, let's watch the film again, and after we slept on it and said, let's get this out or this out, and try to simplify, and I'm sure we'll do the same again tonight.
You talked about Boise's scheme being aggressive and, you know, contributing to some of the running problems with their safeties, you know, playing in the box. How does Vanderbilt's scheme compare? How's it different?
They're similar to the front. I mean, there's nothing unusual about safeties getting involved. That wasn't really what concerned us and gave us problems. It was more of just the alignments and shifts that took place right before the snap that gave us problems. So we've had a good week to work on that, and I'm sure we'll see it again. So hopefully we'll handle it better next time.
Do you like what you've seen from your offensive line this week?
Yeah, I thought they've had a good week. You know, we're still, you know, not as deep as I would like, but the ones we have are certainly working to get better, and I think you'll see that.
Robert Connors gave you a spark there in the second half at right tackle. Do you anticipate a good battle there with him and Fond?
Robert is so important to us because he's a three-way swing guy that it's hard to he may suffer and not, quote, get the start every game because of that, but he'll play more snaps probably than most of them. So I don't see that happening right now. I see him going in the game quite early and rotating and keeping guys fresh because it's going to be an afternoon game, and I'm sure it'll be hot. When
you watch it on film, what did he do well to kind of provide those?
Well, he's just solid. You know, he's solid and knows what he's doing and doesn't make many MAs and plays very, very hard and tough. You know, and seemed to get off on the ball a little quicker than we were with other guys at times.
You've seen Derek Jones with the wide receivers last couple of days. Yeah. Kind of what's behind that move?
Just he's a good athlete, and we need some depth at receiver too. You know, I've said all along, tight end, receiver, and O-line, we haven't completed that depth chart to where it looks like it. And you know, when you go into one of these afternoon games and you know that the chance of it being hot and us wanting to play like we play, and right now, you know, I mean, we can move some guys around, but if you just look at the depth chart, we really only have, you know, 3 outside guys, and you know, we need another guy semi-ready. I can't say that he could do everything, but in 1 week. But he's a really good athlete. He worked with defense too yesterday. He'll still work in some nickel and dime and some red zone corner stuff, which is not too hard for him to learn. And we'll steadily start trying to add something to his plate, and then we'll get to the open week and hopefully get him baptized totally.
Was predominantly wide receiver in high school. Derek, I mean, does it look pretty natural?
Totally natural. The guy can run routes and catch balls. He just doesn't know what he's doing and everything right now.
Do they do a lot of the same things no matter who the quarterback is, or is that a bigger challenge because it could be any?
One game sample's probably not enough to say. It wasn't a lot different. One's a better runner than the other two, but you know, the sample size is so small, it's really hard to tell.
Is there any play calling history for the offensive coordinator to go back on?
Yeah, you know, Darrell was a head coach at UCLA. I don't know if he called the plays there or not, and he's been, you know, with the Texans. You know, you're not ever sure exactly who's calling all the plays, right. But we've looked at both to try to get a bigger pool to watch, and you know, so there's some similarities with all of them.
Do you look for Isaac to go this week?
I do. He's had a good week. Expect him to go and hopefully stay healthy from this point on.
What's the plan for Rod Taylor this week?
He'll go in the second series.
Is Collins making progress?
It's you know, we were being optimistic, and you know, Collins had the doctors convinced that he was better, and then we really had to cut him run, and he's not quite ready, and we don't want to rush it. We need to get him well.
So he didn't have any kind of like setback?
No,
okay.
No, it's just you know, if you don't do surgery on that deal, it takes some folks 4 weeks, some people 7 weeks. We just, and that's another reason Derek has made the move, because we kind of hoped we'd have him back for week 2 at least, and when we saw that wasn't going to happen, I didn't feel comfortable, not having another guy ready.
Could Rod play right and